Welcome back to another episode in the Summer Shorts podcast series I am doing on the Health with Hashimoto's podcast. My name is Esther, and today we are going to continue the conversation from last week about feeling so tired and so fatigued. And last week I gave you some questions about how to pursue the answers in like what's going on. Why are you so tired? And today we're going to talk about what you can do to boost your energy and to feel more energetic, to feel more like yourself again, to feel less run down and fatigued. So this is all coming from my background as 20 plus years as a nurse in both Western medicine and holistic medicine, really looking at all of the different things. I do have several different episodes, full-length episodes about this, and I will give you those as we talk about them. I'm going to give you 5 different reasons why your energy might be low that are unrelated to your labs. They're unrelated to your actual thyroid, but things that you can focus on to improve your energy. Number 1 is to prioritize sleep. And of course, that sounds like a no-brainer, but sometimes it's hard to do. I know that as an introvert, when the house is quiet at night after all of the kids are in bed, like, that is my time. And as exhausted as I could be, sometimes that's when I want to savor that time and I want to be awake and I want to just be by myself. I don't know that if that rings true for you as well. Maybe there's other reasons why you're staying up late. Maybe you're like caught in the endless scroll. Maybe you've got that dopamine addiction where you're like, oh, just one more reel, one more YouTube short, one more post. I'm just going to keep reading. Or maybe it's a book. Like whatever it is, there's always one more. We live in a world where there's always more. There's always something to look at. And sometimes it takes a lot of self-control and discipline to turn off those distractions and to prioritize sleep. So number 1 hack, not really a hack, to increase your energy is to focus on sleep. And I have several different episodes about improving your sleep because sometimes with an autoimmune condition like Hashimoto's, you can be completely exhausted and still struggle to sleep when you're trying. So the full length of episodes about sleep is number 23. It is how your sleep can be a trigger for Hashimoto's or other autoimmune problems and how to sleep better. Episode 31 is improving sleep one simple step at a time. Episode 81 is talking about the root causes of Hashimoto's, specifically the sleep root cause. And then episode 45 is helping you to take a power nap when you are so tired and you just need to crash in the middle of the day. What is the best way to re-energize midday with a power nap? So that was episode 45. So those are all things about sleep. The next little tip I'm going to give you for improving your energy is gentle movement. We know that one of the laws of physics is an object in motion stays in motion. The same thing happens to us. When we are like sedentary on the couch or sedentary in bed or sedentary wherever, we tend to stay that way. And if we get up and move, sometimes that boosts our energy. Now, I'm not saying to go do like a HIIT workout. I'm not saying to go like exercise to exhaustion. That would also backfire. What I am saying is sometimes you just have to get up and move, and that will help you feel more energized. I do not have a related podcast about that. If you do have questions about exercise, I've thought about doing an episode about that. Let me know your specific questions so I can do a better episode. The third tip I have for you to increase your energy is to manage your stress. Stress drains your energy because you are a whole person. You're not just a body. You're not just a mind. You're not just a soul. You are a whole person. So I have a whole bunch of stress episodes, but the 2 I'm going to direct you to is episode 92, which talks about the 5 different types of stress and how to deal with that. Because as you lower your stress, you can improve your energy. And then the other episode about stress I'll point you to is number 7, where I talk about stress and your thyroid and Hashimoto's directly. So lowering your stress can help improve your energy. I don't know if you have had a day where you just feel so incredibly stressed out and you realize you're exhausted after you've been focusing on that stress, or you've been thinking about something and all of a sudden you realize that it's making you more tired throughout the day. Sometimes that's a mental load. Sometimes it has a physical consequence of increased fatigue, just feeling more and more tired because of the stress. And also, as you're processing stress, your body physically is, dealing with it. It zaps your enzymes and the minerals. If you have ever heard that people nowadays tend to have a magnesium deficiency, one of the reasons is because we use magnesium when we are combating stress. And so as we encounter more and more stress, whether that's a physical stressor or emotional stressor or spiritual stressor, whatever, we use more magnesium. We use other minerals and we use other vitamins as well as your body is dealing with stress. So sometimes stress actually pulls nutrients out of your body just because they're being used, and you get physically tired because of that. You are a whole person. Like, you can't separate the different parts of you. You are whole. And that leads me straight into tip number 4, which is nourish your body. You need to have the ingredients that your body needs in order to function. You need to have healthy proteins. Did you know that enough protein is key for mental health? Like, we think about mental health as just this like cloud-based system up in our brain, but it's not. Our mental health is related to our physical health. Our mental health is related to what and how we eat. And making sure you get enough protein in nourishing your body can boost your energy, and it can help your mental health. It can help your stress. You see how everything is related. In addition to getting enough protein, obviously getting enough vegetables is also key. People talk about it all the time. Why? Well, because vegetables carry a lot of those micronutrients that we need. They also help our liver. And when you have Hashimoto's, you need to be supporting your liver so that your liver can get rid of all of the stuff that it's supposed to get rid of. Your liver is your primary detoxifier, and it's taking care of so many things that can act as triggers for your Hashimoto's. So lots and lots of veggies is key when you are trying to increase your energy. I have a couple diet-related episodes for you. The most popular one is episode 44, where I'm walking you through how to navigate the diet maze and figure out what would be best for you for right now. There's a lot of information out there about autoimmune and diet. There's a lot about thyroid and diet and Hashimoto's and diet. Episode 44 is a great spot to start in figuring out what's going to work for you. And that leads me to tip number 5 to increase your energy, and that is to activate your mitochondria. Your mitochondria act as, or they are like your battery inside your cells. They are the energy powerhouse of the cell. If you don't have functioning mitochondria, you're not going to have enough energy in each cell. And of course, you are made up of trillions of cells. So if your trillions of cells are tired, then you're obviously going to be tired. Now, I'm going to give you a caveat on your mitochondria. The more your mitochondria works, the more exhaust they're going to put out, or this side effect of them working, which is free radical damage or oxidative stress. So you always, if you're going to focus on your mitochondria and increasing their health, you also want to increase your antioxidants, because what combats, the oxidative stress? Antioxidants. Antioxidants are directly fighting oxidative stress. So I love boosting my NRF1 pathway. It's a pathway inside your body that tells your mitochondria to be healthy, tells your mitochondria to increase, and it gives them what they need. That NRF1 pathway is so crucial for my energy levels and for yours. The NRF1 pathway is something that we don't learn about in biology class, but it's there, and it slows down as you age. After about age 20, I think it is, it starts to slow down, and we want to improve that NRF1 pathway. I do that every single day, along with boosting my own body's antioxidant production. If you want to learn more about that, episode number 37 is where to go. The name of that episode is I Need More Energy, One Quick Solution for Women with Hypothyroid or Hashimoto's. And next week, we'll talk more about supplements and Hashimoto's, but check out that episode number 37. It's going to talk about boosting your mitochondrial health and how you can do that naturally. I'll see you next week. This podcast is for informational and educational purposes only. Please discuss any concerns and plans with your trusted health healthcare professional. If you found this episode helpful, will you please share it with a friend? I'll see you next week on the Health with Hashimoto's podcast.